This is my Budget Community Aquascape. I have set it up about 3 months ago, and I haven't cleaned the filters yet. I need to clean and optimize the filter to maintain the biology of the tank. In this video, I'm going to clean and optimize the external filter on the right. This is a budget external filter with 3 media trays, working from top to bottom, meaning that the water that comes from the tank first goes to the top tray, filters down to the mid tray, then to the bottom tray. Then the pump sucks the water from the very bottom of the tank and pumps it back to the tank. The filter media that came from the factory does not fill the trays, so we can add more filter media and optimize the order of them to achieve optimal filtration. In order to do that with a budget, I'm going to use washed crushed lava rocks as filter media. Let's start. First, we need to stop the filter and close the valves, unplug the hoses, then open the filter. The top tray contained a coarse sponge pad and fine filter mesh. The second tray contained another fine filter mesh and ceramic rings, and the bottom tray contained yet another filter mesh and activated carbon. I scrubbed the canister with an old toothbrush and rinsed it with tank water. You don't need to scrub the filter media. Just rinsing it with tank water is enough. First, I cut a thin layer of fine mesh to lay it to the bottom of the tank. This is the last place the water is held before being pumped back into the tank. So this layer of fine mesh is going to make the water crystal clear. I'm not going to use the activated carbon in the bottom tray because it became inefficient after 3 months of use. Instead, we are going to add more media. First, I placed a thick layer of fine mesh to the bottom of the tray, and I placed the established media on top of that, and I topped it off all with crushed lava rock. This will provide so much more space for bacteria. For the mid tray, we are going to use the ceramic rings but not the filter mesh. I added a layer of lava rocks and filled the tray with the old ceramic rings and zeolite. Our top tray is going to be the first place that the water hits, so it needs to hold all the particles and dead leaves that the filter picks up. I'm going to use the coarse sponge pad and the fine filter mesh, so I rinse them in tank water. There are still some space at the bottom of this tray, so you can add another medium coarse pad or more media. I added another layer of crushed lava rock and placed the filter mesh and coarse sponge pad on top. Our trays are filled with more media and will hold so much more bacteria now. Putting fine filter mesh to all the trays is unnecessary and it makes the filter inefficient. And not having so many layers of fine filter mesh will not restrict the water flow, so we don't need to maintain this filter for a long time now. Our filter is optimized and ready to start. I reassembled the tray and started the filter. This tank is heavily stocked, and optimizing the filter is important in order to have enough bacteria and enough filtration to maintain a balanced and healthy tank. This is how I set up a top-to-bottom working external filter. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.